stream and live stream actually. Okay, in three, two, one, now. We begin in three, two, now. Okay.
So, hello everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome back to our beloved podcast, Beyond the Classroom. Okay, so have you guys seen the latest episode? You saw it? I saw it. I think it was amazing. Okay, things about landmarks. Yeah, I really hoped they talked a lot about more things. But for today, hello, my name is Juan Paulo, and I'm going to be in the podcast for today. So, remember, welcome back, welcome back. So, we were talking about things very, very important. We talked about keeping our English. Yes, that's the purpose of this podcast, to keep our English. So, for today, I brought a topic um that I think it's very interesting and that it might help you guys, it might help everyone to keep not only their English, but also uh, other things that can be lost when we don't practice them. Okay? Perfect. So, why does English fade? Okay? We can like think to ourselves like, oh my God, my English was better before. What happened to me? Is normal. It's normal. It's natural. Okay? Very, very natural. And it's not because you guys are getting worse at it, okay? No one gets worse at those things. It's because we are not practicing, okay? We're not practicing it. We can try and practice that. We can try to acquire back what we have lost, let's say. But in reality, we haven't lost anything, okay? It's just a sleep in our brain, okay? We can try and regain that, not with theory, not with grammar lessons, or not with study plans, not with any of those things. We can talk about this with very simple things, just like 15 minutes. Can just 15 minutes at a day keep your English alive? Well, yes. Oh, well, I think it does. But that's only if you use those 15 minutes very, very well, okay? So, that's it. Why do we stop practicing English after we finish a course? For example, here at Natural English, um, congratulations, you graduated from our course and you know how to speak English. That's amazing. But after we get our graduation, do we really use English? That's the thing. So, why we stop practicing? Do we have lack of time or something else? So you might say, no, 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 Juan, but I'm too busy. I'm really, really busy. Yes, you could be very busy, but you can also find time when you can try to fit English, okay? It doesn't have to be like all at once, but you can scatter that time to like try and acquire the English language, okay? So think about it. When you scroll on social media, when you watch series or when you listen to music, well, that's time. That's time that you are using. Yes. So in social media, personally, I mean, I do like use social media a lot. I spend and spend and really, really spend a lot of time in it. And time flies. Time flies, and I do not realize. You don't realize when you spend all of that time. So that's time that you could be using to try to learn, to expose yourself to English, okay? Because we already know English. What else do we know? when we watch series, man, that's awesome. I love to watch series. Everyone loves to watch series, but that's time that we can use to try and acquire English. So, if you are watching a series, well, watch it in English, okay? Watch it in English. When you listen to music, I mean, I don't know, but I've seen people that's dedicated to listen to music. So, when they do this, you can also do it in English. And um, not only that, yes, that's time that we can use to practice. Okay. So, uh, what I was saying with the social media is that we do not realize that we spend that much time in it. Okay. Because we don't have a structure. Okay. We have to make a structure to not spend hours watching it. If we don't have responsibilities, of course, because if we have responsibilities, well, you have to stop at some time, at some point, I mean, and well, get to your duties. But it's not about we don't have time, okay, to practice, to try, okay? It's about that we aren't well structured enough yet, okay? Because when we studied English before, we were students, okay? We had a role, we had a task. It was to learn, and we had the structures at our feet, okay? They were fed to us, okay? They spooned that structure to us. So you knew that it was, oh, I have 50 minutes to learn English. I have these guidelines. I have to do this. But when we go out as graduates, we lost that. We lose it. That's sad, okay? So, as I was saying, we were students. We had homeworks. We had teachers. We had classmates. Those are things that made us comfortable and that made us speak English, okay? So, those were habits. And without that structure, those habits, they vanished. They kind of disappear. You know what does not disappear? Well, that's the English language, okay? English does not disappear, okay? It just becomes inactive, okay? Inactive. It's like a muscle, you know? When you stop using that muscle, well, the muscle doesn't go away. It just stops being that strong, okay? So, in its activation, we need to reactivate what we know, okay? So, as in the gym, yeah, and the muscles with the gym. So, if you go to the gym like every day, every day for a year, you're gonna get ripped. You're gonna get a real good build, okay? But if you stop going for like 3 months, well, you're gonna see the progress kind of disappear slowly, gradually. But the work that you have done to get where you were is not all going to waste, okay? It's not a waste. You put the effort, and if you go and try to retake, well, if you're trying to join again to the gym and stuff, your muscles, remember, they're just, inactive. And when you go ahead again and lift again and again and again, eventually your muscles will grow again and they will get used to it, okay? So it's more a kind of an habit, okay? So in English, we're not rebuilding from zero because you guys know English. So our activation doesn't need hours. It just requires consistency, okay? Why? Consistency. Because most of the study plans or most of the goals that we have are kind of unrealistic and we try to achieve a lot, a lot of things. But in reality, there's things that are not gonna happen, okay? You're not gonna get really, really, really strong just from one day, okay? So, you're not gonna, yes, it's not something that's just gonna appear. No, you have to build it, okay? For example, buildings. Buildings don't does buildings don't spawn, okay? They're not just like you blink and poof, one building, it appeared. No, buildings are built brick by brick, step by step, little by little. So, for English, if you study 1 hour a day, that's awesome. So, that's awesome. But is it realistic? Is it realistic that you're gonna study 1 hour? I mean, you're too busy, right? You haven't been practicing, so you have to manage your time and try to get English in there, okay? So, for example, when I didn't know a lot of English, I really tried to learn from it. Yes, I saw my brother, watching videos and listening to music, and I didn't care at all until one day I just stopped and I thought, huh, I didn't understand what he said. What is he saying? And I got closer to him and I talked to him and said, what is that? What is he saying? And he told me like, oh, it's English. I was like, oh, right, English. I thought I understand English, but then I realized, ooh, I still have things to work on because I didn't understand what the video was saying. So when he was watching those videos, I was paying attention, okay? It was weird, yes, because it wasn't like my favorite thing to do, but I was doing homework and I was listening to it. It was awesome. So life happens, okay? And our thing that I was one, blah, 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 the thing that I was trying to like share with you guys is that consistency beats intensity, okay? Consistency beats intensity. So if you study just like 2 hours every day, 2 hours like a week, that's amazing. That's amazing. But let's try to break those hours in minutes, okay? Let's try to break those hours in minutes and make it easier, okay? Easier to us to make it a habit for like every day, okay? Because we realistically don't have like 3, 2, or 1 hour free just to do that, okay? So, ba, 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 I'm proposing to you guys a 15-minute structure, okay? 15 minutes. Amazing, 15 minutes. So, this 15 minutes are gonna be distributed in 3 blocks, okay? So, if you're listening, I mean, if you have something at by hand, you can take notes if you want to, or just, keep it in mind. Apply it whenever you want, okay? So, 5 minutes listening, 5 minutes speaking, and 5 minutes of active use. Ooh, active use, that word. That's weird. Well, let's dive into it, okay? So, it's simple, but 15 minutes that are simple does not does not mean that is not um powerful, okay? I think it works because I mean, I've tried it. Personally, I've tried it and it has worked for me, okay? So, for the listening part, the first 5 minutes, let's choose something short. Let's say a podcast, a clip of a podcast, because podcasts tend to be like longer than that. A YouTube video. A YouTube video can be a really good opportunity for you to like explore some of the content that you like and in English. Amazing. I don't know, news, reviews of something, okay? But very important. It is very important that you keep in mind that you don't have to understand that 100% of what they are saying, okay? Because if you like stay there, you're gonna get frustrated because you're gonna say, uh, what's the word? Oh, what's the word? What's the word? Oh, I didn't understand what he said. Don't worry. If you understand like 70 or 80% of that English, that's amazing. That's perfect because your brain, or I mean the area of our minds that processes language, gets better and grows through exposure. Okay? You have to expose yourself to the language, you know? So you are gonna listen for the meaning of stuff. You're not gonna translate it. If you don't understand a word, don't translate it. Please, just let it go. In real life, the in real life, conversation do not have subtitles, okay? So you can't pause the person and say, "Oh, stop over there. I don't understand." I mean, you can, and that should be something that you are confident enough to do to like, "Hey, please tell me again. I didn't catch that. Can you repeat it?" That would be awesome. But I mean, I don't know. Let's say if we are in a class at a university, you're not gonna stop your professor at everything that they say to like try to catch what they're meaning, okay? So just like try to listen to it. Don't translate it, just keep it in mind. Expose yourself to this English, okay? Because when we listen to this language every day, you're gonna train your ear to the rhythm, to the cadence of this English, the speed. Yeah, it's a natural connection to do it. If you don't speak it, I mean, that's all right, but your brain's gonna adjust to to what it is hearing, okay? And that's progress, okay? Eventually, you're gonna try to get those words that you didn't understand pure, purely and merely by context. That sounds awesome. Okay, so 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes are gonna be for listening. Okay, the other 5 minutes, what was? It was of speaking. Okay, we're gonna speak 5 minutes. It's very, very important because what happens? What have I seen a lot? Most of you guys just like consume English, okay? So you're gonna work, you're going to work, you are at your car, you're driving, and you're listening to music in English. Amazing. But you guys do not produce English, okay? Take notes. Take notes. You have to take notes for this. It's knowledge. So when we listen to this and when we speak, um, the brain works differently. Okay? So you can try and get more practice by speaking. Oh, Juan, what happened? I mean, Juan, I don't have someone to speak English with. Don't worry. You have plenty of options to try to speak English, okay? You can record yourself. You can record yourself. I mean, let's say you have to, I don't know, let's summarize what you listen to, summarize what you've been up to, describe your day. I mean, stop in your tracks and say, "Ooh, I haven't speak English in a lot of time. Hmm? I have to speak. I have to speak English. What can I say? Ooh, hmm. How was that concert?" And say how that concert was. Hmm? Say how was your day at work? I don't know. Speak out loud, okay? You don't need a partner. You need your voice, okay? You need your voice. It feels uncomfortable, okay? It's weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's really weird to like speak to yourself. Oh my God, that person's crazy. Yeah, people might think that, but you're improving your English, and that's what counts, okay? It's normal because discomfort means growth. Discomfort means growth. Simple sentences build confidence, okay? That's amazing. If you don't have someone to speak to, you can also try to talk to the artificial intelligence, okay? I mean, it's a tool that you can use. If I'm not mistaken, Natural English offers about so you can chat with. It's amazing. Yeah, you should try it. You should try it. So, I've speak about listening, speaking about mm, speaking it. So listening and speaking. And last but not least, and most important of it, the active recall. Active recall. Yes. The active recall is the secret step. Okay? It's the secret step that I'm gonna share with you guys. Okay? Because listening and speaking, it's very important. It's something that we evaluated you guys in the sessions. But with the active recall, you are gonna choose expressions, you're gonna choose words that you have heard, and you're gonna repeat them. You're gonna try to use them in new sentences, okay? So you can acquire them. So you can, I don't know, handle them with more confidence, okay? So you get from hearing to saying it to using them, okay? That's how you get the language. That's how you get really confident with it, okay? So you have to try it. Passive vocabulary becomes active vocabulary. Things that you hear and you hear and you hear, well, use that, okay? For example, I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to. If you know that word, I mean, you should know them. But if we don't know them and we heard it, I don't know, from a podcast, let's say this podcast, well, you have to try to use it. For example, oh, I've been meaning to tell you this since the beginning of our relationship, but I wasn't sure. But now I'm confident. I'm gonna tell you. Amazing. You guys should try and use them. So you should construct a phrase, something like, "Ooh, I've been meaning to start exercising." Perfect. Amazing. Perfect. You acquire that. You heard it. Have spoken it, and then you just use it. Amazing. Really, really awesome. Okay. That's one thing. That's the advice that I can give you for it. 15 minutes. What is 15 minutes? What are 15 minutes? I mean, it's like half of a chapter of a movie, of a series. Okay. So instead of watching, I don't know, 15 minutes of social media, I'm that person. I'm sorry. I'm that person. I'm sorry. You can try to use it these 15 minutes, use him, well, practicing, practicing English, reactivating that English. Okay? Of course, it's not the only thing that you can do. I mean, if you can do it at a bigger scale, awesome. But remember, our brains are limited. Okay? It's a myth. You have heard the myth, right? You've seen this myth that is hmm, that people only use 10% of their brain. Well, spoiler, it's a lie. Okay? That is a blatant lie. Our brains are using the 100% of its capabilities at everything that we do. Okay? Our brains want to explode. So, oh, I lost my point. What I was going to say with this thing of the brain. Yes, that we lose focus. Okay? We tend to lose focus. I mean, we have a retentive capability of 40 minutes at maximum. At a maximum 40 minutes. So that's why I propose to you guys 15 minutes is enough. I mean, it's a point to start, okay? And what was about it? Well, five about listening, five about speaking it, another 5 of active use. That's it. Amazing. Other things that have helped me. What has helped me to get better at my English, to get confident with it? Well, speaking with natives. Speaking with natives, it's very awesome. It was a very good practice for me. But, you know, not everyone can do that. You guys do not have time, okay? So, 15 minutes. Ooh, there's a really good application. Well, there's a good app that I had used. It was called, I don't know what it's called, what it was called, but it let me talk with strangers from every part of the world. It was amazing. I used it and I speak with a lot of people. I spoke with a lot of people, okay, from different countries. It was amazing. You could try and use it for your speaking 5 minutes. No, not only to yourself, you can use it to speak with those people, meet new people. It's amazing. For example, I have a friend. I have a friend that mm, it is amazing. I love this guy, and he got better at his English because he's curious. Okay, he's really, really curious. And that curiosity means he loved to learn things. He reached for language, for science, political stuff, a lot of things. What happened? Well, Spanish, it's amazing. I love Spanish. Have spoken it all my life. But we cannot deny it that English has became a very good language and language of knowledge. Weird, right? So a lot of the topics that he was interested in, there were not a lot of content creators that talked about that in Spanish. Most of them were English speakers. So forcefully, he had to know English to get to engage with the game or the community or the thing that he really wanted to learn. Okay. So let's say we love soccer. We love soccer. If we love soccer, we can try and watch games of soccer in English. That could be part of your 15 minutes practice. It's amazing. I do that. I do that. I do not only speak Spanish and English. I also speak Portuguese and a little bit of Japanese. And I'm trying to use this method to improve those languages, to improve my skill in those languages. Because remember, it's not something that we just learn and it's there. We have to exercise it, okay? We have to exercise it. Personally, I really love to watch and to play video games. I love to do it. And all of the content that I am engaged to, it's English content for the things that I like, but it's English. So I have to practice and I speak it and do it a lot. Amazing. It is really, really amazing. Well, let's see. How do we want our English to be? Yeah, let's make a goal. What do we want from our English? We want to improve our English? Yes, yes, we want. And being here proves that you guys want to improve. Okay? And I admire that. It's amazing. So, better, the same, or worse? No, it's going to be better, okay? Your English level is gonna improve. But it only depends on what you guys do, okay? Not what you guys do tomorrow, not what you guys do the next month. No, it's what you guys do now, okay? So, I have a challenge for you. I have a challenge for you guys. For the next 7 days, for the next week, follow this 15-minute plan, okay? Follow this structure. No excuses. Come on, you have to have time for that. It's just 15 minutes. Listening, speaking, and using it actively. You can use these AI to to search for a speaking partner, or as I said to you guys, you can try and find people that knows English. You know, let's get rid of this fear, of this judgment. Okay, let's get rid of those. Just try and practice this. Because remember, English is not a subject that you guys finish. It's a skill that you guys maintain. And the skills stay alive when we use them. We have to use them little by little. Just break by break. Perfect. So, I think that's kind of time. Yeah, I think it is. So, little by little. Thank you for listening to Beyond the Classroom. I will see you in the next episode. So, keep speaking,